What up? What up? We early, but we on, man. It's the weekly tap in. It's your boy Duane Cofield tapping in. What's up, homies? I know we missed you guys last time, but it's an important reason why, man. What I'm gonna do first, as always, and I ask you guys to do appreciatively, not from a standpoint of you have to do it, but I'd appreciate you guys go ahead and hit that share button, man, before we get rocking and rolling. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do my due diligence and share with my folks because anytime somebody giving away free game, it's like giving away cheese or milk. Like you can't just go grab you some. You gotta let people know, hey homie, they giving out free cheese and milk up the street, yo. So what's good, man? What's popping? Go ahead, put your comments. Tell me what city you tapping in. We live from the city of Los Angeles right now, man. So talking to you guys about a few different things today, but I want to know where you chiming in from. Please tap in, put your comments over there, down here. Yeah. Something like that, man. I've been good. Man. Realizing the dream, man. Things have been going well. Tours are going up. And I almost tapped out of that, man. I almost quit, yo. I almost quit. I almost said, nah, man. But I kept going, and now the fruits are coming, dog. It's like that season, homie. You get out of that storm, you get the fruits, dog. You get the fruits. So, man, make sure you guys chime in, put your city in there, man. Please let me know where you are at today. We're in LA, homie. It's getting a little windy, but it's all good. Sun is out. It's a beautiful situation. Man. And what I want to talk about is I watch a lot of movies, man. I watch like some old Vietnam movies, right? You watch these old Vietnam movies, and one of the things that you'll see is they're at war. But while they're at war and going after goals or whatnot, they get this thing called R&R. And that means they get taken out of the field and they go get put, they go chill. Sometimes they go to the beach. You see them and they got their dog tags on. But it's called rest and relaxation. Right. And some of you guys may be familiar with it, military, but it's rest and relaxation. And one of the things that we don't talk about, that's why a lot of homies, they ain't never been anywhere. They ain't never seen anything, right? Because we don't take the time to really enjoy the fruits of our labor. We think we got to keep hustling. We feel guilty sometimes when we go on vacation. We still talking. I remember when I went to Hawaii, I was still taking calls and answering emails and shit. Like, you tripping. The whole point is to relax. Your best ideas are going to come when you're not trying to reach them, when you're not trying, right? Where do you get your best ideas from? A lot of times you'll be on vacation. You'll see a restaurant, you'll see some type of concept. You're like, oh man, that'll work at my house. That'll work where I'm from. When I went to Germany, I got so many business ideas. That's when I came back and actually started the first business, when I went to Germany. Because I saw how tough it was for people to get businesses in that area. And I'm like, damn, all we got to do is go down to the courthouse, spend a little $26, man, and we got a business name. Right? Well, they got to go through different things, different different obstacles in order to just open a business. And here we are, we got this thing. That's the problem, right? A lot of times we get mad at the immigrants. The problem with the immigrants is they come here, they know what time it is, homie. What's up, Merv? I see you, homie. AZ in the building, man. Salute, man. AZ don't owe me shit, man. It was love out there, homie. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, but a lot of times when immigrants come over here, they come knowing why they came. They already know the advantage, right? You sitting there chilling like, shit, man, ain't nothing popping here. Ain't nothing really going on. But they coming like, man, shit, we had to damn near gun cast down for a drink of water. We had to damn near go through all this and all that. And here you are sitting here talking about it's hard. All these ideas, and then you mad at Hector because he come open up a store. You mad at whoever because he come do it right in your neighborhood. Oh man, whoa. Why you didn't do it? Why you sitting there waiting on somebody to give you something? Why you ain't going out there killing meat? Not physically, but mentally. Why you ain't out there going to hunt? Trying something, seeing what's out there, dog. because the immigrants gonna come take your spot. I'm gonna just tell you, they gonna come get it gladly. So, and they coming on purpose, homie, knowing why they here. That's the difference with us, right? We sit up there like, oh, we on some entitled shit. You dig? Like, oh man, I'm waiting on my I ain't waiting on shit. I'm going out there killing something. Because I know there's a bunch of other hunters that are coming to United States every day hunting for my same meat. So I'm getting out, my rifle getting polished, you know what I'm saying? I'm practicing. It's real because you think you competing with your homeboy and you competing with a little dude from Israel that ain't even 16 yet. That's coming for your neck, right? While you sitting there lamping and relaxing. What's up, family? I see you. Salute to AZ. I see AZ's in the building. But that's what I'm talking about, right? And it could be the same thing from a state to state thing. Y'all got a lot of California implants there. Don't let them bring no ideas that y'all can't do. You feel what I'm saying? Just read an article about a dude supposed to be bringing ceviche, black ceviche cat, right? He introducing us to ceviche. No, you're not. But he's taking advantage of an unfilled void. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got ceviche, right? We don't know. We get intimidated when we go in there. Like some of us, I go in there and speak the language, homie. I'm up in here. But he's trying something different. He's introducing a new concept. Why can't you do the same damn thing? All you got to do is go in there, learn something. I told you guys about Teddy's Tacos. I don't know how many times. All he did was go to Tijuana, learn how to dip the sauce. Boom, bam, bam. He's got a spot on Venice. We got the same opportunities, man. We got the same opportunities. Don't you let somebody come up here and knock a crumb off your plate because they coming. And I salute the immigrants. But I'm like, homie, I'm a hustler too, homie. Game recognized game. Good luck. If I were you, I'll take out my pad and pen because I'm a savage too. I know you coming hungry, but I ain't no lollipop in this game. So we gotta have that attitude and that experience, and we take that from the D game. You dig? They can't. No, I come from it. Yeah, so do we. It was hectic. We got PTSD too. You dig? We just don't know how to channel it and make it work for us. We understand hustle. We understand things that are going on. The candy houses. Back in the day, y'all remember the candy house? That was a hustle. These are hustles that we need to do. Immigrants are doing the same thing. They just bring in what they bring, right? Okay, we sell corn. Okay, what can we sell? Why they ain't a neck bone man riding around? I'm playing, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. People want these same things. Everybody, why is elote more luxurious than chitlins? I mean, it's probably healthier, but I'm just saying. I'm just giving you guys like comparisons. Why do we neglect our cultural existence and let other people exploit theirs? We got to be on the same page. We got to understand these things that people that have been given to us, because these are God gifts, right? You think that these are God gifts. Anything somebody give you, we learn how to make the best out of it. You dig what I'm saying? So let's exploit that. These are our gifts. These are something they already given to us. Right? And you'll have somebody come and try to exploit it for you. You'll be sitting there mad in your feelings like, damn. The only thing you really mad is that you didn't move faster. That's the only thing you pissed at. You know what I'm saying? It can't be the other cat because that's anything that a human can pull off, man, I can do my damn self. So that's the key right there. But the important thing is, what are we executing? And I'm going to get back to the relaxation too, because that's part of it, right? Einstein said he came up with his best ideas when he wasn't thinking about shit, when he was daydreaming. That's when you come up with your best ideas. You think it's when you're sitting there trying to figure it out. Okay, it's idea time. I'm about to crack my ideas. They're working now. Nah, homie. That's when it's not going to work because it's not natural. It's not gravitating to it. It's not magnetic, right? When you try too hard, that's when you need to go play basketball. You need to go surfing. You need to go do something that takes your mind off of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish so that you can accomplish it, right? Sitting there like watching a pot of water boil, sitting there for hours, man. Let the phone ring, right? You want to get through lights, pull out your phone and try to send a text message. Green, 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 right? It wants to take your mind. So, man, you got to relax. I took a whole week, didn't do nothing, didn't respond to emails, no nothing. R&R, walked away from it. Still came back. Tours popping, boom, 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 boom. Because I took my eyes off it. And guess what that's doing at the same time when you take your eyes off of it? You trusting God, you letting him work. Right? It's like having some of those virtual agents that are in other countries. While you sleep, they working. That's how this game works. Right? You can't have your eyes on everything all the time, man. You got to trust in God sometimes. Right? And that's when you go walk away, relax. Because if you always on it, you're going to miss critical time with your family. You miss critical time with your kids. Oh, I got to hustle. I got to da. That's all bullshit. I'm telling you, from somebody who's been hustling for a long time. I take time out. So I mean, act like I'm retired now. I am retired now. I'm just playing around. You feel what I'm saying? You got to recharge, homie. You better, or you gonna recharge for good. One or the two. You know what I'm saying? You got to take time off. It can't be work all the time. It can't be hustle all the time. It's got to be family time. It's got to be thinking time. If you got a point to where all you can do is work, man, you better have a good life insurance policy. Period. Look out for them because you damn sure ain't gonna spend time with them. And that's what I tell cats. I'm like, anytime you in something like that, man, try to figure out another hustle, homie. Because if they don't give you time to think, you ain't never gonna be rich. Not working your ass off, breaking your neck. They come with really good ideas and thinking. And that comes with vacations and thought and drifting and fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And not just sitting there trying to concentrate on something. That doesn't work. Like sitting there looking at the math. Nah, homie, walk away from it. Go relax. Take a break. We've been working hard, dog. Transforming from a drug dealer to a businessman is hella hard work. That's why everybody ain't did it. Right? It's really difficult. And it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of discipline. That's why everybody ain't able. But the fact that you are, means that we can take a break, pat ourselves on the back. Say, homie, you've been doing a phenomenal job, man. I'm about to go to the Bahamas. You've been doing a phenomenal job. I'm about to go do a fishing trip. You feel what I'm saying? And it don't take much. It could be hit a corner, go get you a fishing pole, go to the lake. Bring your radio and a blunt and a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And hey, homie, you good. It's the basic things, man. One of my students, you guys know I teach. I was just in class. One of my students was like, Professor Cofield, man, I had the best relaxation. I did kayaking in La Jolla, man. I just got back. I was like, word. He was like, man, we went to these caves and like, talk to me, dog. That's what we need to do. Hikes. Go see some shit, man. It is so much stuff out there. And it ain't always bread. People talk about money, money, money. Man, come on. That's all. It's gonna be there. That's just like talking about water. Water, man. Water. Shit, man. Water, dog. We know we need it, dog. We get it. We ain't got to talk about it all the time. We ain't got to constantly talk about water. We know we need it. We need to be doing other stuff, right? Tell me something different. Explore something, right? Make a memory, homie, because that's what's important. When it all said and done, nobody gives two shits about how big your rims were. Yes, these are facts. These are facts. You feel what I'm saying? The best things in life. They always say, man, you talk to millionaires on their deathbed, you know what they saying? They ain't saying, man, I needed more time for the hustle. I needed to make, like we always say, I need to make 10 more bands. They ain't saying, I needed to make 10 more bands, homie. They saying, I just want to walk around. Have you ever studied old folks? Like people 70 plus? Watch what they do. They ain't hustling. They ain't in traffic trying to make it happen. Oh, homie, skirt. Man, they slowing the F down, trying to space this thing called life out. That's what they doing. They walking around enjoying the simple things, homie. Why can't we? Right? What do we wait till we damn near 80 to start kicking it? I'm going to wait, homie. I'm a stack. I'm a stack and store. I'm down, man. I understand hitting a goal like that. But life ain't about depriving ourselves, homie. It's not. We got to act like we already are as we are now. We have to. Don't wait until you retire because you might not get a chance to. And that one should hit home really deep. Like, nah. Which is why we exited out that game. Watch the first 48. You want to see how that game works. I tell you right then and there. They telling and they killing for no reason. They think you have a bag. They sending the goofy gunmen in there. Right? You don't want to play that game. That's not what we doing, right? Our thing is legacy. You got to remember that. I'm gonna keep repeating that. Legacy. And legacy isn't, cars and all that stuff. Legacy, unless you leave in somebody's classic car. And then a lot of times when you see people get left stuff, what they do with it? It becomes trash. It becomes an inconvenience. Here you are, put all that time. I'm gonna leave these cars to my kids. Man, they slang them as soon as you ain't even had a funeral yet. And your shit is on offer up for dirt cheap. So live now, homie. Don't play around. What you waiting on? R&R, dog. Key words. You got to relax, dog. And what does it take? Museums. I'm a museum nut. Everybody afraid of stuff that they've been wanting, right? A lot of times we let the streets of some borderline special ed student talk us out of our dreams because he didn't want to do it or she didn't want to do it, told us it was stupid. Museum, don't nobody go to museums. Why? Because your mama ain't never took your ass. I love museums. Museums are fascinating. LA has some of the best in the world, which is why I moved here. A lot of people think it was other reasons. Man, I grew up, I'm from San Diego. Another place with some amazing museums. But why aren't we talking about that? We got to talk about ratchet shit. No, we don't. No, we don't. We can elevate the conversation. We could talk about things. We can engage in discussion about museums and the importance of them. Why do we got to go ratchet? Because it's comfortable? We ain't doing what's always comfortable, dog. We doing things that are affecting our legacies. And we need to have one. And it should be a positive one. Right? Grandpa, grandma started it. Put it in effect, man. If it wasn't for the ideas, man, we wouldn't be riding around in these Bentleys. That's one type of shit I'm on. Setting stuff up for my kids. Here's the businesses. You got options, right? You can either do this or that. You know what I'm saying? But you got choices. You can shut it down, whatever. I don't care. But at least I gave it to you. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't neglect you of the opportunity. And this is why we work hard, right? This is why we put it down right now. But you can't pass nobody no job. Dig what I'm saying? That's not something you can be passed down. I could pass down this gig I got, man. I put in 30 plus. Here goes a gig for you. We can't do that shit. And I'm not knocking jobs. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm doing. Because I keep telling y'all that's paid training. Learn the game. Figure out what the voids are. Figure out what the pain points are. When you work for a company, you can find out how to develop another industry a lot of times. So pay attention. That's a lot of times what we don't do is we're sitting up there getting caught up in the moment of checks and overtime, and we ain't watching how much shit costs, how much they moving of this stuff, where they getting it from. How can I get that? Do you need a license? How can I get on that? Right? How can I get that same ticket? And this is the things that we need to be paying attention to. We can't just have that hustle that we ain't just sitting, or we just gonna sit there and just let them tell us what we. No. I'm watching. If anybody, one of the things I'm gonna tell you guys, watch The Foods That Built America on the History Channel. So they had Nathan's Hot Dogs, Nathan's Hot Dogs from Brooklyn on there in White Castle. I told you guys I've been watching this lately, but it's been really good. One of the most interesting things about Nathan's Hot Dogs is he learned how to make hot dogs from the guy who invented hot dogs. So when he was working there, he wasn't just sitting there like most people do. Man, get your hot dog. Shit, overtime. Man, I can go. He like, nah, how you make these damn things? Because you know what I'm saying? People love them. How you make them? And he learned how to make them. And then opened up a shop right around the corner and sold them for half price. Schmack. Talk about hustle, right? Talk about taking advantage of a situation. Talk about paying attention, which most people aren't doing. We ain't paying attention. Where's the opportunity at? Teach me how to do it. How you get this? I'm working at Best Buy, man. I'm paying attention to the distribution, how you guys are paying for this, the financing, how you getting this, how much square foot. I'm looking at all that. One of my regrets is that I didn't have more jobs. Excuse me. That's one of my regrets. I wish I had more jobs. I understand the dope game to a T. I did that for a minute at a few different levels. So I get that. But I wish I worked at McDonald's. What? I'd have 3 by now. For sure. So these things, that's what I'm saying. Like, back to the immigrant comment, they learn the shit. They come. They ain't just sitting there. They ain't just working at a winery. They're learning how to produce wine. They're not working at McDonald's. They're learning how to produce assembly lines. It's a completely different mentality. And we're here for 2 different reasons. And this is why we say there's no thing that you're currently in that God's not trying to teach you something to help you build your legacy. Every situation that we're in right now, every single one of them. But if we pay attention to the wrong thing, meaning we paying attention to the material things of what the enemy wants us to pay attention to. Punk ass boss. You ain't there for this nigga. Excuse my French. But you ain't there for them. You see what I'm saying? You ain't there for them. And you got to discipline yourself to understand it. Unless they're physical. Man, I'm in here to learn. That's just like having a stupid ass teacher. Right? That gets on your nerves. Why am I here though? I'm here to learn. That's it. I'm here to absorb. That's it. If I'm working in a taco place, I'm learning, okay, how much y'all paying for the meat? How much y'all paying for the lettuce? Where you getting the lettuce? So all you guys is doing is buying this stuff. Oh, it's already chopped up. So I can buy it chopped up. Yeah, you can buy it already prepackaged. For real? And then so distribute. Oh, that's how distribution works? Okay, that facts. Okay, then I need to. You go in there on a mission the same way the immigrants come over here. They ain't coming over here like, damn, I'm in America. I guess this is cool. They like, no, okay. All I need to do is this. I can get a loan to do this. All I got to do is build my credit to do this, and I can get this. You can get all that. Really? Yeah. It's hard for us to believe because we come from different circumstances, right? And I'm not going to say that it's apples to apples. I get that, right? A lot of us go through different treatment. But at the same time, if you adopt that same attitude, right? Because it doesn't even matter where they stay at. Immigrants come, I don't care where I live. It's better than where I came from. Right? They're not picky on that. I don't care what kind of car I got. It's better than me walking. I got a bucket? Man, it's on. I'm making moves now. I'm hitting, you know what I'm saying? So the immigrant attitude, we can all adopt. Doesn't stop with just them. It's a way of looking at things. You feel what I'm saying? When you come into the game, when you come into a different set of circumstances, and you already know why you're there, that's like going back to elementary school. Right? You would know with the same mentality in a smaller body. You would know why you're there. You would know what to learn. You would know what to take advantage of. You become president. Be like, okay, I'm gonna become president, and then I'm gonna become president of student body, and then I'm gonna do this in junior high school. If you can go back and do it all over again, that's the challenge. Most of them are coming over here 16, 17. They already know what time it is. I already know what I'm doing, man. You let me in America, it's a wrap. And that's what's happening. And we sitting here in a gold mine, right? I told you about the thief who didn't realize he was already rich. Right? The guy, a jewelry store, I think it was a jewelry store robber. I heard this story. Jewelry store robber robbed, found it had the biggest diamond in the world, something like that. Stole it. Police was chasing him. He saw a bum sleeping, put it on the bum. Bum never checked himself, right? So he's running around. He still thinks he's a bum. He's still scrounging and looking for food, and doesn't realize what he has in his pocket. And that's kind of how we are, right? We don't realize what we have in our pockets. We don't realize what we already are, right? We can speak the language, right? We understand how taxes work. We understand how mortgages work. We got a huge advantage, right? But a lot of times, if you pay attention to the wrong statistics, if you listen to what they're saying, you start to adopt and absorb and believe that shit too. Man, the struggle's real. No, it's not. There's more money than ever. It is popping. right? But if you talk to the same people, right, you talk that same BS, you'll believe it too. You hear something enough times, man, it starts to become the truth, whether it could be so far away from it or not. So it's important and imperative for us to change our perspective of things, right? And you got to have the right person. I'm so mad that I missed you guys last week because I'm like, man, that's one more week that you guys got exposed to somebody who may not have had your best interest. And a lot of times who were around, not a lot of times, but 99% of the time, the people who are around affect us, period. So you try to spend time alone or like similar minds. It is critical for you. Your environment, who you're talking to, what you see, right? What you see on a day-to-day basis. People running around. Colorado, you go to Colorado, everybody's exercising. Colorado Springs, you go to that town, you see people running all over the damn place. Right? You want to be around that if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get in shape, you want to get mentally around those type of people. Right? You can't be around the people that are talking about how effed up it is, how hard things are. Right? I'm not trying to downplay nothing, but I'm saying it ain't that difficult, is it? And if so, what is that? You got to fix that because that's a mental block, right? That's a mental block. Yes, indeed. Perspective is the first step. I told you guys about the elephant, right? Elephant that was sitting up there with the string around his leg since he was a kid. He got a stake. The guy got a stake, right? The puppet, or what is it called? The pit master or whatever. He from a baby. Let me lock him up from a baby. So if I can get into your mind at a young age and get you not to believe in yourself, similar to kind of a lot of the elementary school experiences that we had, I know you're doomed. It doesn't matter. I don't even have to watch you when you're an adult. Same thing with the elephant. They don't even have to watch the elephant when he's an adult. We just train you at the age of 1 or 2. You know you can't do that, right? Right? And you start to believe it. You know you can't do that, right? But you listen to these other people, right? You go to another person's house, you listen how they talk to their kids. You can do anything. Of course you can. You're like, well, shit. Right? And you realize the power of words, right? You realize the power of belief. You realize the power of speaking life into others when you get around it. It's hard to see when you haven't been exposed to it. Really difficult to see because you're thinking everything is down. Nah, man. Nah, man. It's effed up. No, it's not. It's all gravy. Sun's out, plants is blooming, and you could talk to somebody else who sees the dog shit in the park, right? Who doesn't see any of the grass, doesn't see the tetherball, doesn't see any of that stuff, right? So it's all perspective in who you're speaking with. That's why I try to speak to y'all on a weekly basis. I can't tap out on you guys. Sometimes this is the best. This is the best conversation I have sometimes. Sitting there chopping it up with you guys because I understand that I'm gonna have similar experiences, right? Because some of us have been in the worst circumstance where the only thing we had was belief. That was it. You can guys remember these? I keep these close. Yeah, because this the time when this is the only thing you had was belief. You had a pen and a paper and belief. And that was it. That was it. And then a punk ass guard doing count. And that was it. So when we get to that point, we when we get out, when we get released or whatever, we should have that immigrant attitude. We should be starving. We shouldn't kick back and talk about how effed up it is because it's not effed up out here. It's effed up in there for sure. Right? No fridge, no nothing. Phone call every once a week, if that. So when you talk about effed up, man, we had similar circumstances, but why aren't we coming out like the immigrants? Why aren't we coming out with that attitude? Why aren't we coming out with that sense of opportunity, not entitlement, but opportunity? This is a great opportunity. We're in the greatest country. Man, it's effed up what they did. It is toe up what they did. Yeah, and I'm feeling you. Homie, trust me. But at the same time, we're still alive. We're free right now. And what we going to do about it? Got to deal with that. Trust me. Everybody getting theirs. You guys can watch the news and see that happen on a daily basis. You see karma is realer than real. Right? But what we going to do about what we got going? Are we just going to sit here and let everybody else take our opportunity? Are we going to play like, hey, yo, same thing with our fried chicken. Mom's got the hand on the recipe. You think we ain't going to max that out? We're gonna let Colonel Sanders run this shit? That's a negative. You feel me? Like, and that you guys should have that same type of attitude. Like, nah, we know how to make better greens than these cats around the corner. Try it then. Your red beans and rice. Okay, Popeyes just stopped selling red beans and rice. Hello. I'm just saying. Let's go. You feel me? You talk about opportunity, man. It's always knocking at the door. It's like one of them cats that won't leave your porch, but you just keep walking over it. Every time, man, I'm gonna just keep stepping over this opportunity. Well, man, it's sitting at your doorstep, man. You might as well pick it up and bring it in the house. Why not? Train it, make it do what it do. Because it's gonna be there. Opportunity knocks. Sleeps on your porch, in your car. My drivers, my truck drivers, take full advantage of that university on wheels, my brothers and sisters. Please do. You on that road, you going to different cities, you understand the distribution, you got the keys. Max that out. Max that out, understand it. Build little distribution centers. Whatever. Understand the game. Start small. Start with a room. I distribute, I don't know, biscuits. I don't care. Doesn't matter. But figure it out. And make that move, dog. You got to make a move. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a move. You have to. And it could be a small move. That's the thing about it. It doesn't have to be a major move. You know what I'm saying? And that's your objective, whether you want to move in silence or not. I choose not to because I need help. I need the universe to cooperate. I need homies to tap in. I need people to pray for me. So I can't do that in silence like, hey, man, nah. So I'm pretty vocal with mine. You know what I'm saying? Pretty vocal with mine because I want the universe to hear me. I know the enemy going to hear me too, and I understand he's going to present some obstacles, but I get it. That's part of the game. And obstacles come opportunities as well. So I'm not going to sit up there, you know what I mean? And just sit up there and accept that. You know, that's part of it, right? Failure and success ride in the same car. So go build something, man. You got to build something, man. I'm trying to build something every day. And I'm knocking a little, chipping a little bit off every day a little bit at a time. But I've been to other countries. I've been to Mexico. Like I said, I've been to Europe. I've been to other countries that rely on tourism. And I see they hustle and they hungry. And I said, they come over here, they going to smack us. Because we sitting there still tripping. Like, oh, man, no. What can we create? We own some stuff. The stuff they want to call us out on, okay, well, whatever. How can we exploit that and make it a business? Period. Because that's what we interested in. Exploiting what we already have, what do we add a recipe on? What do we know how to make well? I know a guy in Inglewood called Ribs LA. Man, he got an extravagant barbecue pit be setting up in his driveway. And then he set up around the town too. So check him out, Ribs LA. Barbecue, we do that well. Blood Souls is doing well. He got a spot in Australia. Started off in Compton. On Long Beach Boulevard. Was my client. Now he got one in, I think it's Sydney or one of them places. He got a Blood Souls out there popping. All he be doing is sitting on his lake in Texas somewhere fishing and smoking brisket. Started off with an idea. Telling you, man, it ain't like it used to be. Don't let them convince you that it's like that. Turn off that news, F them statistics. They told us 15, they said 85% of us was going back. Well, I was the 15. We ain't make that number. You did? So don't ignore them statistics. They made by man. A lot of times they made to shape the way you think or the way you feel about yourself. You start to believe that these statistics are facts. They're not facts. Shit is data. It's just, and it can be manipulated. Trust me. So pay attention to what your inner voice is saying about you. You know what I'm saying? And if it's saying something wrong, then you need to read something and correct it. You're going to always hear me preaching about reading books. Dig that. Because those things are going to help you. You're going to always hear me talking about writing in your journal. Why? Because these same experiences that you're going through right now are all God experiences. Everything that you're going through on this earth is a God experience. It's a miracle. So if you're not documenting it, right? If you're not writing it down as it's occurring or after it occurred, how's anybody going to believe you? How are you going to believe it your damn self? Because you're going to need, a lot of times, you're going to need faith, and you're going to need to go back and see what God did for you in a similar situation to believe that you'll get out of the current one. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to go back. Let me look at my notes. Okay, how did I get to this point? Okay, Okay, God got okay. I remember when that. I remember when they took my check. I go back and I look at the times, man, where I remember I had my son and I was child support, and I was getting student loans to pay for my books, but the child support would take it soon as it hit the bank, and I write this stuff down, and I go back to that now. So when something's happening, I remember when they were repoing my car. People don't like, man, all this stuff. So just in case people think I didn't go through something like that, man, what? And sometimes you got to remind yourself of what you've been through. This is why the documentation for journals is so important, because people thinking that your situation, oh man, I'm the only one going through it. No, you're not, but document it, because you're going to look back at it and laugh and realize that this is a predicate in order for you to get to that thing that God had for you, AKA the bag. I keep telling you guys, he got your bag. Like you guys, he has your bag. He has it. He's waiting on you to discover your greatness so that he can give it to you. Once you do that, it's on from that point. There's no looking back. And it's not uncomfortable. It's not something that you're going to dread like a job that you hate. It's going to be a beautiful situation, and you're going to bubble and ball. Trust and believe that. I mark my words on that one, homie. Trust me on that. But it might take a little bit of time, but it's going to take for you to step out on faith first. So you got to go kick something around, something that you're scared of, something that you may think is going to fail, something that you think is stupid based on a stupid ass person's opinion, right? You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times we base an opinion on cat, man. You can't do this, nigga. You ain't never did. You can't give me no advice, homie. And I've told you that. I told you guys that in the past. I'm only taking home ownership advice from homeowners. Period. I don't care if you lost it. You could be a repo cat, man. I lost my house. I don't care. You had one. But I'm not gonna let somebody who's staying with they nah, man, you can't, you know what I'm saying? I see my I don't care what you going through, homie. Millionaire, you gotta be one. Even if you're a bankrupt millionaire, that's all good. You had a meal ticket, tell me how to get it. Right? Even a bum that was a 4-star chef, but he's a bum now. You can tell me how to get to that 4-star chef. I may not take financial advice from you, but I'm gonna take advice on how to saute some shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand part of this game, man. Is looking at people, don't trip off of what their current condition is. Look at what they value are. Don't throw people away. I heard that term, right? Stop throwing people away so fast. For real. Be understanding, you know what I'm saying? And you can get a lot of game from people, man. You get a lot of game from people. They can tell you some stuff if you slow down. But a lot of times our assumptions, those preconceived notions that we have about people, oftentimes they're hella wrong, right? I remember when I made this assumption about this lady when she was behind me in Bed Bath & Beyond, right around the time of COVID height. She keep going close to me and she like looking around and she's like, hey, do you want to like a 30% off coupon? I'm not going to use it. I'm like, man, I was about to smooth cuss your ass out. Wrong. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times how often we do this? We judging someone. We making this assumption about them. And they could be that person that God sent to us, right? With the keys that get us like 4 or 5 steps ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling, man. I'm just, it just comes with age and season. That's why I saw somebody with a little gray in their beard. I'm like, man, the homie got his beard seasoned. You know what I'm saying? That's seasoning, homie. That's good food, dog. That's, you know what I mean? You're going to get now, granted, there's some fools who got some grays that, you know what I'm saying? You be like, I'm surprised you still here, homie. You know what I'm saying? As silly as you are. You know what I mean? So I get that part too. But at the same time, most of the time, anybody who's lived a minute can tell you some stuff, right? Can still give you some game, right? So don't throw people away. That uncle, that, you know what I mean? A lot of times people just need love and they just don't know how to express it. That's the 9 times gang, but everybody was looking for love. That was it. I learned that from Stevie Wonder himself, man. As complicated as a dude as he is, one thing he taught me about was that everybody's looking for love, including his ass. You know what I'm saying? So give it out. That's reciprocal. You dig? That's an easy thing to do. It shows some love, some like. I did a post earlier, said, man, I'm rooting for everybody. I'm an unconditional fan. That doesn't mean you have to like my shit for me to like your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's conditional stuff. I'm rooting for everybody. I want us all to win, and not because that's a cliche and I really low key want me to win. Nah, dog. I already won. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. Like I'm not trying. There ain't a trophy I'm trying to get right now. Period. Now there's some things I'm trying to accomplish, granted, but I'm not hunting for trophies anymore. That's not what I'm doing. I'm spending time with my kid. I'm taking my sons fishing Thursday. Red snapper, homie. Period. You dig? Like I'm taking time. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I waited too long. Next thing I know, I can't go. No, 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 no. You got to spend R&R, man. Get them time so they can take time with their kids, man. That's the most important relationship we have in the world is with our children, dog. Let's not forget that, man. I'm not going on a tangent about that. That's not what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? But I am telling you guys about R&R. And there's some easy ways to do it. It's cheap. We spend more on Jordans, right? You can spend that on half a day. Half a day fishing is $120 for 2 adults. Take you for 4 hours out there. We spend that on jeans and weed. But this experience that they're going to get is a lifetime. They're going to remember that forever. You did? Ever. Like, they'll never forget it. I remember when Dad took it. Yeah. I'm trying to go in the Hall of Fame for that. I don't care about the gang. I don't care about none of that stuff. I'm not going to no hood days. I don't give a shit about none of that. Zero. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to on a bike ride with my kids. I'm doing the important stuff, dog, because I'll tell you what, you don't get a second chance, homie. You do not get a second chance to do things right the first time. So I'm just telling you guys, take some time off, man. Book the vacation. Get the Airbnb. Hit the mountains. You don't know how to camp? YouTube the shit. Go rent the stuff, right? You don't know how to camp? Okay, well, look up camping near me. Try it out. You got a dually truck? Learn how to put a trailer hitch on that shit. Right? We ain't missing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, we can't. We just can't. You don't know how to do any of that stuff? Let's do it. Okay, you close to Alaska? How much is a fishing trip in Alaska? We can catch halibut, massive ones, right? And I'm talking more about this stuff because I'm realizing that if I don't talk about it, a lot of cats will never even try this shit. My uncle was talking about hunting. I want to go hunting up in the mountains, crack me a elk. These are things that take your mind off of what you need to be doing. You see millionaires and billionaires paying for this kind of stuff. Why? Because it's more than money, right? Once you get past $75,000, they told you that the happiness doesn't increase because you don't. Then it becomes need. I just want. You get past the necessities. You just want. Right? So we need to focus on the things that give us life, right? To speak life into us. And that's them natural things. That's them cheap things. Fishing trips. Or buy a fishing pole at $20 at Walmart. Get a tackle box, homie. Right? And go take him. Go take her. Girls love fishing. You want a first date? Take her fishing, homie. I'm telling you, homie. I'm giving y'all game. I'm just speaking facts, though. Because a lot of times you thinking that people had these experiences, they ain't had them either. They have no idea what they feel like. And once they catch their first fish or hit their first golf ball, right? Smack their first hike, see their first rattlesnake on a hike. Like these things just do stuff to you, dang. But it's important for us to do them because if we don't talk about them enough, we don't talk about beach. Oh, we don't go to the beach. Yes, we do go to the beach. We had a black resort in California on the beach in LA called Bruce's Beach. Google that, homie. We had a black resort, fully owned and operated on the beach. So yeah, we go to the beach. Santa Monica too, and in Orange County, we had it popping. So these things are fact. That's why I surf out here. I enjoy it, but two, I'm part of Black history. And that's part of leisure, right? There's a book called by Allison Jefferson that talks about the leisure spots. Palm Springs, a lot of people don't know. Lake Elsinore or Elsinore in like Riverside County was a black destination for us. We used to hang out there, boats, the whole nine. It was us. But we don't talk about this history. Santa Monica was us. Manhattan Beach was us. R&R. And these are doctors, lawyers, people that had high thoughts. And here we are running the streets, damn near with PTSD gangbanging, and we ain't taking no breaks. And wondering why we dropping at 44. Wondering why we dropping before we 50. Because we ain't taking no breaks. We ain't relaxing. We've been through hell, and we still trying to maintain it. Instead of getting our minds together by relaxing, going to watch some sunsets, homie. You feel what I'm saying? Going to do some things that are really important. Seeing some things, going to get in with nature. Go on a hike, man. They are one of the best things that you can do. And find out where the hikes are, right, in your area. And go do one. Find out these things. You see why people are doing them, man. And they contribute to your business acumen. So as you're going in business, these things are going to help you because they're going to take you away from that constant grind. The constant grind is not good for you mentally, period. Knock it off. But that relaxation, that taking time off, you can even watch a movie. It doesn't matter. Just walk away. Just walk away from it, homies. You got to relax. You have to. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Tap out a little early on this one. I usually give you guys a little longer. Sometimes I go a little longer. Sometimes I go not. But make sure you guys hit the subscribe button for those who are watching on YouTube. Leave a comment, man. Leave us a review. Please, please, please leave us a review, man. It's so important on the podcast. I'll be dropping a new episode really soon for you guys, man. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, peace and blessings. Tapping out.